Hi, my name's Mona. I have been seeing Shelley for about 6 months and I'm really happy to share this video with you. When I first saw Shelley, I'd been ill for about 4 years with ME, or chronic fatigue syndrome. At the time I got ill, I still have 3 children, but they were quite young. They were 3, 6 and 7. And I was working 4 days a week. I was at my fittest. Things were going really well. And within a month, I went from having run a 10K race to not being able to walk the kids 10 minutes down the road to school. That was in England, and we moved to New Zealand about 2 years ago. And soon after I arrived here, someone told me about Shelley. I looked at her website and I thought, I don't really believe in supplements and it's not really for me. But I kept her contact details. This friend had emailed me, and that email sat in my inbox for over a year. After that time, I thought, what is there to lose? I was really unwell. I could walk the kids to school, probably on a good day, maybe once a fortnight. I then had to sit down on a seat before I could walk back home again. And there's no way I could walk and get them in the afternoon. If I did the shopping, that was all I could manage in a day. The rest of the time I was basically resting. So I called Shelley and I said to her, I don't think this is going to work. I said, I've worked in evidence-based medicine for 20 years and as far as I can tell, there is no evidence that this will work. I said, if I come to you, I'm going to want to know evidence for everything you ask me to do. I was probably quite rude. So I went to meet her. I was surprised she even agreed to see me because I probably had been quite rude, but she did, and she's lovely. After the first meeting, I came away and the only thing she'd asked me to do was drink more water. And I thought, really? After the second meeting, I think it was equally, I wasn't asked to make any other changes and I was a bit surprised. And after the third meeting then, she started me on some supplements. So this must have been about maybe May 2018. We planned a trip back to the UK to visit family in June, and it was a really ambitious trip. We were going all over the UK, visiting various people, and I was amazed that I managed it. Before we left, I was still sleeping every day at lunchtime. Now, I never sleep at lunch. I'm seriously considering going back to work. I've done a few bits and pieces. I'm even thinking about running again. I call Shelley my crazy lady, and my children say to me, but why? She's the one who made you better. Yes, I was sceptical, and I think 2 things changed my mind about Shelley before I realised what she could do for me would actually make me better. One was someone saying to me, you know, when you get in a plane, you don't know how that works. You put your entire trust into the pilot. It's true, isn't it? I have no idea how pilots fly planes, and I do that. So I thought, you know, I'll trust Shelley. And I'm so glad I have done because she's given me my life back. Thank you.